business, I'm looking at a startup, I want to get into an IPO, whatever. The entire story of life is only around these 8 things. Your body will go through changes, husband and wife relationship will go through changes, kids, each of these 8 will go through changes. But all those changes put an average person in anxiety.
So would you call that spiritual capitalism?
Well, in case people are not offended by the word capitalism, then I may dare to call so.
This is Veda, also known as Vedaji, and with us we have our amazing guest who's been a monk for his whole life. And he's got tremendous insights that will benefit each and every one of you in living a life of highest quality. So, many of you have shared questions, and I'm going to be asking our speaker today, His Grace Gauranga Prabhu. So, we have this next question. How does a monk relate with the material world and its capitalistic nature? How do we detach from its selfishness while living in it to keep ourselves alive? I think it's a two-pronged question.
Yeah, sure. A monk is also living life by trying to invest his capital. And the monk is also looking at return on investment.
Okay.
The capital which he is carrying is the capital of faith. The faith. He wants to grow his faith on the Supreme. So therefore, the average Joe in this world has faith in 8 things. If someone says, I'm working hard, I'm going to college, I'm getting a job, I'm working 2 jobs, I'm running a business, I'm looking at a startup, I want to get into an IPO, whatever. The entire story of life is only around these 8 things. Atma, body; Jaya, husband and wife; Sutta, taking care of children; Agara, protecting house; Pashu, taking care of vehicle; Dravina, growing wealth; Bandhushu, aiming for social prestige and social acceptance; Rajya, expanding one's influence either through career or business or whatever. These 8 things summarize the story of life in this world. And people are trying to sharpen and improve and intensify and perfect their relationship with these 8. And if one is able to perfect the relationship with either one or more of these, that life is considered perfect in material terms. So, when someone is in a monk life or in a renounced life, or even he may be a married person but with a renounced mentality, he is first focused on developing his relationship with the Supreme Lord, with God. So once you fix your relationship with God as your priority, then around that relationship you develop relationship with these other 8. Then any changes which may happen in any of these 8, which inevitably it will, your body will go through changes, husband and wife relationship will go through changes, kids, each of these 8 will go through changes. But all those changes put an average person in anxiety. But one who's fixed his relationship with the Supreme, any changes happen around these 8 does not affect him, because he's primarily in a relationship with the Supreme and is expanding and intensifying and deepening his relationship with God. So he's invested in growing that capital of his faith in Supreme. And therefore, if you have heard about this epic called Mahabharata, which speaks about a family of 5 brothers and who's very close to Krishna, but they keep going through prosperity and adversity, but it doesn't affect their faith because their faith is in Krishna. And they focus on growing their faith. So therefore, modern capitalist society is all about focused on these 8. And so we are providing an alternative paradigm. You focus on your relationship with God, and having fixed this, then see all of these 8 in relationship to Him. So that in Sanskrit is known as Yukta Vairagya, or qualified renunciation. Renunciation qualified by your relationship and devotion to God.
Beautiful. So would you call that spiritual capitalism?
Well, in case people are not offended by the word capitalism, then I may dare to call